Guys, you do realize most humans have herpes, right? Like, something like 75% of Americans have herpes simplex 1. Oh, it's lower than I thought. It's actually 1 in 2. Sorry, 48% of the population in the US has HSV1, while 12% has HSV2. It's possible many more people have HSV1 than this, since asymptomatic infections are common, and many people get the virus in childhood and never know they have. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, yeah. From NIH.gov, worldwide, about 90% of people have some kind of HSV or herpes simplex virus infection. It's like super common, yeah. I think you need to explain to them it just means recurring cold sores in the mouth. Yeah, most people who have herpes, nothing happens. Sometimes, some people who have herpes will get like a mild mouth sore that is very easy to mistake for a little bit of acne that goes away pretty quickly and it's not a big deal. And seriously, most of you have it. And only a small portion of people have any kind of like serious herpes symptoms. And they can usually be mitigated heavily with medication or with topical creams. A smaller proportion of the population has genital herpes, which is the same basic stuff, except it's on your genitals and not on your mouth. But you can get genital herpes if somebody with oral herpes, which is, again, most people, gives you head. So it's kind of like, it's all around us, okay? Like, to give you an idea of how common it is, oftentimes if you get a STI check at a clinic, they won't even test you for herpes. Like, it's pretty common that they test you for, like, oh, sure, we'll check for chlamydia, we'll check for AIDS, of course, we'll check for syphilis, we'll check for both. But a lot of them won't even check for herpes because it's like, why dedicate the like lab resources? Why take the blood? Why waste time? You probably have it, you know? Also, I think a lot of the reason they don't do that is because they just want people to not worry about it too much. If you don't have a sore, you can give them HSV1. You can, but it's a lot less likely if you don't have a sore. Wasn't there a legal thing about not needing to disclose you have herpes for sex? Okay, the problem with having to disclose herpes for, like, imagine if everyone who had HSV1 had to disclose HSV1. First of all, most people haven't been tested for it because it's completely innocuous in most people. Like, it literally will never manifest as a symptom, or they get a cold sore once every year or something. Which, again, as diseases go, getting something that feels like a zit once a year, pretty low on the totem pole of crippling. But then it's like, imagine, like, slapping a person with a misdemeanor because they didn't know. Like, yeah, I just the more I learned about herpes growing up, the more I realized that a lot of the like fear-mongering bullshit from like high school sex ed or whatever was just that, fear-mongering bullshit. Herpes is just so common. Herpes is believed to be a risk factor for multiple sclerosis. I'm not saying it's good to have it. I'm just saying that it's incredibly common. Cure when? Yeah, we don't have a cure. We don't have a cure for herpes. It'd be nice if we did, I guess. Like, probably. We have a cure for, like, everything else except for HIV. Like, you can get rid of chlamydia, syphilis, gonorrhea, you know, like the other ones. Chances I have HSV1 if I've never had a cold sore? I don't know. You can go to a clinic and test if you want. There is an antibiotic-resistant gonorrhea. Well, that sucks.